responsible environment that spells care.
Hi, welcome to Cooking with Care. I'm Jim Miller. I'm the Board of Directors for Care for the Cape and Islands, that's creating a responsible environment. Today, we're meeting with the owner, operator, chef of Love Farms, Dylan Landry, who's really represents a lot of what's happening in the culinary component of the hospitality industry, and that is a farm-to-table concept. And here we are in December on a farm, and we were able to walk through greenhouses that are producing edible greens today. So first and foremost, welcome to Cooking with Care.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about your background and how you ended up doing this.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm originally from Florida, but I've been coming up to the town of Dennis since I was, pretty much a newborn. And when I graduated high school, I had a lot of passion for cooking. I'd worked in many restaurants, and I ended up at the Culinary Institute of America. So I went and I got my bachelor's degree there in applied food studies, in addition to all the culinary training. And I also concentrated in farm to table and got to spend about a year, really diving deep into, what makes the connection work between farms and chefs.
So tell us a little bit about the farm to table. You had mentioned earlier that you had a semester of really in the lab training, typical at CIA, and then that second part of that year, you were out in California actually working on a farm. Tell us a little bit about how you made the connection with that classroom activity and then hands-on in the dirt when you were in California.
Yeah, absolutely. So the time in California actually came first. All CIA students are required to do an externship. Typically that is cooking in a kitchen, but because I knew I was eventually going to be doing that farm-to-table concentration, I was able to convince the administration to let me go be the first student to go actually farm full-time and go do that. So
yeah.
Apricot Lane Farms down in Southern California is an amazing place. They do, all different types of farming, organic, regenerative, and that was just a deep dive, and that's really what kind of got me hooked. And then it was cool to learn everything kind of from a more technical standpoint in the classroom, followed after that.
Now, it's interesting. Here we are, and we just took a tour of the farm, and you've got some real activity here beyond this guy, who's actually part of the farm table. But you were very excited about telling us about new piglets that you've got here. You've got, tell me again, 85 chickens?
About 85 laying hens.
Okay, so they're producing eggs as we speak, and they're available for sale.
Yes, they are.
You also mentioned you're still actively involved in farmers markets that are going on here. Tell us a little bit about what that's like.
Yeah, so the biggest channel that we sell our farm products through are farmers markets here on Cape Cod. So in the summertime, we do the Harwich Market. That's a seasonal one, Thursdays 3 to 6 p.m.
Yep.
And then the Orleans Market actually runs year round. And so now that's gone inside. And so it's right next to the Chamber of Commerce space in the town of Orleans. But we're there with 6-7 other vendors every week. We mostly just bring the eggs, the microgreens. We've got some winter greens growing in the hoop house as well.
Yeah.
So we try to keep it as interesting as we can in these months.
And when you're talking about something interesting besides this guy, on the table in front of us, you've got plans for what the future of Love Farms is going to be. Tell us a little bit about what that's.
Yeah, so we own 2 properties here in West Dennis. One that we're on right now is a residential property and where we do most of the farming. And then you can walk on a trail, which is basically like an old bog road, over to our commercial property, which is right on Route 28. And it's a kind of a dilapidated nursery that many people in this area know because you drive by it all the time. And so we purchased that property about 2 years ago, and we've since been working on plans, which you can see right in front of us here, for a beautiful, just shy of 10,000 square feet farm to table restaurant, brand new. We'll be farming right on the property in addition to over here. And we're really excited to serve the Cape community breakfast, lunch, dinner, and we'll have live music as well.
That's going to be a wonderful addition to what's happening, not only here in Dennis, but also on the Cape. So, thank you very much.
Hey,
Happy holidays.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, we look forward to these continuing openings of the new things that are happening here at Love Farm.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Creating a responsible environment that spells care.